through the core looks like an A for a little bit, sorry. Through the core layout, though I can't read. What is up with this? People on $3 gaming channel. Oh my god, we cannot read. I mean, I'm the only one here. Maybe I'm Stanley. So now we're stuck in here by some sadistic narrator.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Oh
simply missed
god.
a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. We'll do it again.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, I'm going downstairs. Not listening to you, Jack. Or whatever the heck your name is.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
This is the same thing over and over again.
Occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Where am I?
Doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Stop it.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Nope,
He
definitely
thought to
crazy.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh god.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Oh,
And
this
then
is
perhaps
crazy.
the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Man, this is getting trippy.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people...
Oh my god, make it stop.
The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Woke.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words...
Hashtag
shocked
woke.
Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his
Oh
skin,
boy.
the
Here we
pulse
go.
of the mattress on his
We're gonna
back.
blow up again? Boom!
Fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Lord.
My life is normal.
Here we go.
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Had a freaking breakdown right here. Oh God, we're still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am
The
real.
music just makes me feel like I need to,
Can anyone hear my voice?
like, keep going.
And everything went black.
Oh God. Not again.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Oh my God.
Crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
This narrator's a
in
jerk.
control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh God. This game. Why? Alright, we're back. Let's do it again.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I think this is the definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
No, you're being a dick. No, I live here now. Close this door. I live here now. Screw you, narrator. No. This looks some fancy duct tape and oh look, a wrench. And some boxes and a thing. Some stuff. And a broom and a mop bucket. Where's the mop? We don't have a mop. This house sucks. I'm leaving.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, that didn't open last time. Oh God. Business strategy. What kind of business is this? Well, looks like I'm taking the elevator today. What's happening now? I'm a little worried. There's papers everywhere. Somebody singing? It sounds like the narrator's singing. We're still here. What's up with this? Let's go down. All right. Okay. So we're stuck here, and it's obviously not going anywhere. So I don't know what to do here. We just wait. Well, let's do this.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Narrator's getting aggravated.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? I don't know why it turned me around just now. That was weird. Nope. I went through the escape route.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Really?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
He doesn't want me going this way.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Wow. Creepy. Let's do it. Why not?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh. What happened?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral
Who are you?
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This game, man, what is
When
going
every
on?
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Is that my office? In the hallway? Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development through the core looks like an A for a little bit. Sorry. Through the core layout, though I can't read. What is up with this? People on 3 Dog Gaming Channel. Oh my God, we cannot read. I mean, I'm the only one here. Maybe I'm Stanley. The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Interesting. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard strokes and synthesized tone. Office computers. Look, one's playing solitaire. The credits. Okay. Man, this game is trippy. Zending? This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Zending model. Zending went through many iterations. The room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Warzone? The hell? We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrative. Wow. We realized shortly after starting to build it, it's far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. I think that would have been an awesome idea. I need to find a way out. Exit. Hey, that's it.
Oh, look at these 2. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay. Well.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these 2. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Well. What now? Thanks for watching the 3 Dog Gaming channel. Hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to enable notifications. Leave a comment telling us what you like about the video. And remember to visit the 3 Dog Gaming channel Facebook page. We'll see you next time.